How's everybody doing tonight?
Are you doing as good as you were about 3 minutes ago? I hope so. I sincerely hope so.
Well, I'll give you my spiel anyway. So we all do this basically for free. Everything that goes in that tip jar, I will split. Tonight, since normally I'm not playing this, but tonight we'll split it between these two fine folks.
All right.
And there is a Venmo thing over there that my friend Carrie Hood over there made for us. And since Roger doesn't have Venmo, if you put it on there, I'll keep it. I'm sure Rachel has it.
I just made me one.
See, I knew it.
I had to tell my dad the other day what that was.
Yeah.
At a show, somebody's like, does she have a Venmo? My dad said,
Well, what?
do you know what that is? I said, yeah.
Venmo, PayPal, Cash App,
It's all digital nowadays.
Zelle.
Digital. That's how you say that?
Digital.
Digital.
You
I
asking
just
the
learned.
wrong-
I just learned the word.
You asking the wrong two people how to pronounce things. If you're asking us to.
I just learned the word deodorant. Not too long
Deodorant?
ago. Yeah, not too long ago.
All right. Not sure which one of those was making that noise.
Check.
All right. So, the name of the game is we'll just tell a little story, play a little song. It might be mine. We'll see. Anyway, I guess I'll go first since I'm right here. Just got to think of what song I want to do. So this song's called Roll On. And I wrote it with my buddy, Mr. Matt Burrell, when I lived in Ohio. I'm not from there, but when I lived up there. We used to have it is mine. Hold on a second, let me fix that.
That's going to bother.
Not mine. This one sounds perfect.
Are you from Canton too?
I live in Canton. We've been in this area. We live in Kansas for a while. We've been in this area since about 83. Been here a while. I consider it kind of my home area. Or area, if you know what I'm saying.
All right, so I wrote this with my buddy Matt Burrell. And we had a very concise system on how we wrote a song. It has two parts. The first part is it involved a bottle of Wild Turkey 101. We'd sit on his granddad's back porch, put the bottle down, and we have a notebook. You start drinking and start thinking, and then eventually you'd write a song. And the way I write songs is probably the most environmentally unfriendly way you can do it. I write down the first line, and we practice a little bit, and then the moment I mess up writing, I tear that whole page out, and I start writing everything again. And every time I mess out, I tear the whole page up and start over. So by the time I'm finished, it's everything that I wanted to say, with no scratch marks, no erasers. None of those things. And it's a traveling song. I've lived all over the place. Grew up in Alabama. I was born in New Orleans, grew up in Alabama. Lived in the Florida Keys, lived out west in New Mexico, pushing cows where they did not want to go. And yeah, so that's what the song's about. Hear that train rolling down the line. It's coming to carry me away. head south down to old Birmingham, or maybe west of Santa Fe, maybe up north, Chicago town, where I hear they play the blues. Maybe on down to old Memphis mama, buy me a pair of blue suede shoes. Roll on train like a banjo in Kentucky, roll on train like a tie down in Alabama. Sit on my hunches and I roll with the punches. No matter where you go, that's where I am. Let your steam take me on down to New Orleans, where I can dance the preservation on. Maybe on over to old Tupelo, I'll give that little Yankee girl a call. See the lights of old Austin, Texas, where the cowboys and hippies play. Puff of smoke, an old country song, then we can be on our way. Roll on train like a banjo in Kentucky, roll on train like a tie down in Alabama. Sit on my hunches and I roll with the punches. No matter where you go, it's where I am. Does this track pass by heaven? 'Cause I'd like to see them together again. Papa's walking streets of gold, he's holding on to Clara, his best friend. Roll on train like a banjo in Kentucky, roll on train like a tie down in Alabama. Sit on my hunches and I roll with the punches. No matter where you go, it's where I am. I hear that train rolling down the line, it's coming to carry me away. We might head south down to old Birmingham, or maybe west of Santa Fe. Thanks, y'all.
That was real good.
Oh, thank you.
I like that one. Had never heard you sing before.
No?
Yep. I think that was the first.
Well,
So where's the album at?
there's one out there somewhere.
I figured there was. Oh, I don't know how to follow that one up.
One chord at a
So,
time.
I haven't had any friends to write with, unfortunately, quite yet. So
Well, now you do.
All these songs are just long highway, lonesome cowgirl songs that I come up with on my own. So, I haven't shared them with too many people, but I did have some critique from a few good buddies of mine after I'd written the song. So, this one's called "Vapor in the Mist." I wrote it. It's my newest song about a month ago. And I don't really know how it came about. I wrote it in about 20 minutes one day. Just sat down and it came to me. But a long time ago, my first love went to rehab. Funny story. He comes out like a new man. He said, "What is your life but a vapor in the mist?" Just like that.
Really?
What is your life but a vapor in the mist, like a new man? I'm like, what does that mean? Turns out it's a Bible verse. So, you know,
The Lord
what are
works in
you but
mysterious ways.
a mist in the wind and compared to our life after. So this song's dedicated to him, Vapor in the Mist.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. What is your life but a vapor in the mist?
What is your life? It makes me think of that. You ever seen Varsity Blues? I don't want your life. It's the worst like Southern accent
Yeah.
in the history of movies.
Yeah, that's how
It's
it
James
sounds.
Van Der Beek. I don't want your life. Nobody sounds like that.
You just did.
Why? Because I was
In the mode.
yeah, interpreting. Is that the right word? No.
Interpretation mode. Y'all got some cool
Well, since
capos,
we're-
I just
since we're
gotta
using
say.
capos
Y'all got some
and
nice
stuff.
ones.
Songs that kind of come to you, like what you're saying, you know, they come kind of fast. This one, this is called "Sometimes in the Dark," and those times when you wake up at 3 a.m. and it's just quiet.
Yeah, the witching hour.
Is that it?
Yeah, seriously.
Well,
The
it's
witching
3 a.m. 's a
It's the
thing.
opposite of the Trinity at 3 a.m.
Well, you wake up and you realize things, you think things, and like, you know, you wake out of a dream and you go, well, that was a dream, but I'm still thinking about it, you know.
Yeah.
And you can come to all kinds of great conclusions that will not stand the test of daylight.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
3 a.m. You know,
Yes, you can.
This is going to work great. You know,
This is gonna be
hey, this
just
is gonna
fine.
be just fine. So this song's called "Sometimes in the Dark." Sometimes in the dark, I can see things real clear. When there's nothing to look at, and there's nothing to hear, and I think about Jesus and the things that he said, and I hear he was a good man, but that he ended up dead. And then the light comes shining through, makes it hard to keep my eyes on you. But sometimes in the dark, sometimes in the dark, sometimes in the dark, I can see it real clear. And I want you to know me, and I want to know you. But the way things are going, there ain't a thing we can do. And I thought that I saw you, but I could be wrong, 'cause it felt like forever in the dark before the dawn. And then the light comes shining through, it makes it hard to keep my eyes on you. But sometimes in the dark, sometimes in the dark, sometimes in the dark, I can see it real clear. Thank you.
I like that song a lot.
Thank you.
I like that one too. That was cool.
Sometimes in the dark, you can see it real clear.
I know D-Wayne sees things at the witch hour, 3 a.m. He's always up at that time. So, I know he relates. That was good. I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Do you find that you have like a lot of the same thread that runs through your songs when you write them?
Well, as I've said often, y'all want to hear a fast song about death or dying?
Or slow song?
Or a slow song about death and dying? So there is kind of a common
There's a common theme.
a common theme that sort of runs through my stuff.
I've been thinking a lot about mirrors lately. It's got a lot of R's in it for a southerner, but mirrors.
Mirror.
That does have a lot of R's.
But it made me think of this song, is why I brought that up. Because I've been thinking a lot about mirrors. And sometimes, like, you know, I think mirrors can be real big liars. Like you see things that you want to see in a mirror.
I don't. I don't see much I want to see.
You look hard enough. You look. Well, that's kind of what this song's about.
It's like illusion to disillusionment.
Yeah, an illusion to disillusionment. Yes.
In your mirror.
We better start writing some stuff down. But it's funny as you get older, you start. For me anyway, I start doing things my dad did, like little things that you don't think about. Like he'll sit at a table like after you eat, and for some reason, like he'll mess with his hands and he'll pop his tooth like that. And then I find myself doing that lately, and things like that. I swear I saw somebody walking behind me.
So do you think that's like biological or just cultural? Nature, nurture?
I don't know. But this song, I was thinking about that same kind of thing when I wrote it 10 years ago. It's called Poets and Pirates. Looking in the mirror, trying to talk to my daddy's son. Ain't got a lot to say to the man that I've become. Well, poets and pirates, ladies of the night, and none of us are wrong, and none of us are right. Take another pill, another glass of wine. Try to drive your pain away, $1 in a line. That ain't the medicine that's ever gonna heal. 'Cause you can't fix something you can't feel. Love ain't nothing, it's just a promise kept. That's more than most hearts ever will accept. One part emotion, well, it's mostly just a verb. Well, you got a lazy heart, it ain't something that you deserve. Another pill, another glass of wine. Try to drive your pain away, $1 in a line. Well, that ain't the medicine that's ever gonna help. 'Cause you can't fix something you can't feel. Poets and pirates, ladies of the night. None of us are wrong, ain't none of us right. Thanks, y'all.
That was some strong lyrics there.
Oh, thanks. It was also about a girl I used to date. She was not a poet or a pirate.
She wasn't. I hope she wasn't a pirate.
She wasn't a poet or a pirate. So only one other option.
I don't know what to do now. I'll have to follow that one up.
I have full faith in you.
Well, I think I got 7 songs, and 4 of them are about love or heartbreak. Which is horrible.
That's
How it is.
Yeah, it's fertile songwriting ground.
Yeah. It's death or dying or love and heartbreak.
Yeah.
It's either one or the other. I guess. The story behind this song is somebody kept a secret.
Somebody kept a secret?
Somebody kept a secret. And then I wrote this song about it, how I felt about that secret. So, that was about it. And not many girls, I don't really know too many women musicians where I'm from, or my age. But I played this song for my friends, and they were all like, "Can't believe you wrote that. And you gonna play that at the bar?" And I was like, "Well, why not? And nobody's listening no way." I said, "Only half of y'all can remember what we did last night at the bar, so
I mean, that's a good point.
I'm gonna sing whatever I want."
Yeah, and you should.
But it was funny when I actually played it, and the rare few were like, "Wow."
Whoa.
It was funny. So I guess it's my one statement song. It's called Secrets. Daydreaming one day down the road, how we once will remember that drive so well. Reminiscing about last night, dancing, drinking in the shop. Rain so hard we thought it'd never stop. Now I got them Sunday blues, so they're real, baby. I tell you the truth. Time goes on, I get on call. I'm afraid I ain't seen it so long. I wonder what the hell it is that they want from me. All them secrets, here they come again. Oh yeah. And you got yours and I got mine. Together me and you, I think it's one big. I keep mine till deep inside. Turns out yours came out with time. Now all I hold in me is empty. How foolish of me to believe you were different. And I trusted you always, I believed you, but now I feel so distant. Who would have known these times I let these secrets fly and let this lie go that we call living die? These dreams of the future were crushed so fast, they were gone before I knew it, just like that. Do I wanna work through it? I really don't know. I gotta let them mold but it's good. And crazy dreams of love, how they come and go. You dream so big, baby, you just really need to let it go. All them secrets, here they come again. Oh yeah. Let them fly into the sky. Go down a different road, maybe one that you don't know. And maybe then you can let this love go. Secrets.
People singing along there.
Secrets are a bad thing sometimes. They're a good thing sometimes too.
Yeah.
Secrets are hard to keep. They are very hard to keep.
They are.
Mine typically look like fishing rods, and I keep them in the car. About the only secrets I have these days.
Wow. Well, I've heard of secret cake before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's got that secret chocolate bar somewhere.
Secret pizza.
Yeah.
Secret pizza.
Mine's mostly fishing rods.
Well, this ain't about secrets. I don't have any secrets at all. You can trust me on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This song is called Ride That Train. And has like most of the things, there's a little bit of cryptology that goes on, so you sort of have to listen to the way you feel when you hear the song. But there's actually some words that mean some stuff. It started out as a song about when you are on a path for your life, you stay on that path. You know, you make a commitment and you see it through, no matter what happens. You know, good times, bad times, you kind of, you know, make it go like that. Mm-hmm. So it got expanded to, I kind of wanted to write a story, not just have a concept, you know, because that's a concept, and I get worn out on concepts,
Yeah.
you know. But stories, I can hear them 2 or 3 times, you know. So I kind of thought around it, just kind of walked around with this going on in my mind, you know, what's a commitment that someone have to do, and I came upon in my mind the story of a freedom fighter in a third world country that had been taken by the government and was tortured and killed. And then so it became kind of one of those Johnny Cash train songs, you know, you ride that train, you get on the train. So it became sort of like that, you know, so the aspect of, you know, he's on a train of commitment to what he's doing, and then suddenly he swaps trains. Anyway, so this song is called Ride That Train. If y'all want to blow train whistle and stuff, that's okay.
There used to be one in that bag.
I'm gonna ride that train to the end of the line. I'm gonna ride that train until the end of time. I got on board and I can't get off. I'm gonna ride that train until we run out of track. You know they knocked me down, but I would not crawl, so they picked me back up and put my back against the wall. I didn't feel a thing, I didn't hear a sound. I got so tired that I had to lay down. And I had a dream that you were standing there with golden eyes, yeah, and ruby hair. You took me by my hand and led me to a door. And a train pulled up and I got on board. I'm gonna ride that train to the end of the line. I'm gonna ride that train until the stars don't shine. You know I got on board and I can't look back. I'll ride that train until we run out of track. I'm gonna ride that train to the end of the line. I'll ride that train until the sun don't shine. You know I got on board and I won't be back. I'll ride that train until we run out of track. Yeah, when you ride that train, you won't be coming back.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. That's a faster song about death and dying.
That was good.
That is, though. Yeah, I love that
I
song.
like that song.
That was a good one. Oh, I was trying to think what song I was going to play. I'm so used to being on that side of things these days.
On the sound side.
Yeah. So this is another song we wrote on. We called him G-Paw. He's still alive. G-Paw was an interesting fella. Number one, he looked like Kenny Rogers before all the plastic surgery. Big old beautiful head of hair. And if you ever go to a gas station, which you all do except for Charlie, there because he has a Tesla, they have the breakaway, you know. So if you drive off with the thing, and they'll say cat low. Well, he invented that. And if you see it, it says Cam Twist. His son, Cameron, has the patent on that. So he made a bunch of money. Was an interesting fellow. He grew up in Kentucky. I think he was the youngest of like 13 or 14 kids. And he got kicked out of the house when he was like 16. And he goes, all right, one of these days I'm going to come back. I'm buying all this land. I'm kicking every one of y'all off of it. He did just that and built a big, what he calls a cabin, which is a house I could never afford, right in the middle of it all. But he was a super nice guy. To the ones he loved. He just didn't particularly care for those people in his family. And it was, you know, there's probably about 50 of them. They bulldozed their houses, the whole thing. I thought it was awesome. This song has nothing to do with that. But we did write it on his back porch. It's kind of a traveling song in a way. A lot of my songs are traveling songs. This is, other than growing up in Alabama, this is the longest I've ever lived anywhere. Sometimes my feet get itchy. Friends are looking back at me from a side view mirror. Objects aren't as close as they appear. I heard she's getting married. It's what the grapevine told. Man, I gotta get out of here before I get old. I'm searching for metaphors. All I found was another locked door, so I'm living on a borrowed peace of mind. It's a strange accusation about the chances that you've been taking. You're coming out smelling like a rose every time. But your mistakes were the same as mine. The wrong way if it just seemed right. Come tomorrow morning and not just tonight. I need a new direction, new light and long. Boys, I got the words, but I ain't got a song. I'm searching for metaphors, and all I found was another locked door. So I'm living on a borrowed peace of mind. A strange accusation about the chances that you've been taking. You're coming out smelling like a rose every time. Your mistakes were the same as mine. Heard she's getting married, so what the grapevine told. Man, I gotta get out of here before I get old. Thanks, y'all.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was good. Y'all are very impressive.
You're not too bad yourself, young lady.
I'm catching up. Catching up.
That's a song right there.
Yeah.
I'm catching up.
Catching up. All right. I guess I'll do. I got one traveling song.
Traveling songs are good.
That one's got its groove. This one's more like a redneck traveling song. I know you'll relate since Alabama
probably
and all.
will.
A different kind of traveling song. It's called Little Piece of Heaven. You heard this one, Little Piece of Heaven.
Yeah.
So I wrote this song. I was riding down the road. We were going to some party out in the middle of nowhere. And I've had on my mind I needed to write a new song. So I had a
Yeah.
little notebook and I'm just looking at everything. Butterflies, wrote that down. Cotton, wrote that down, a lot of it. So I'm like, well, there's beer, a lot of that too. So cotton, butterfly, beer, and I'm like, well, sounds like Little Piece of Heaven here in South Georgia. So then there came that song. So, yep, that was my trip.
I like
that came up with this song right here called Little Piece of Heaven. Oh man, it feels so good with my baby by my side.
free as that summer breeze.
Oh yeah. We had a good breeze blowing a minute ago.
Yeah, I know. It just kind of came and went.
As breezes are wont to do.
That's true.
It was gone like a cool
Breeze.
breeze.
Look, the summer breeze.
Yeah.
This isn't a song about death and dying.
Uh-oh.
This is kind of one of those what goes
Somebody
around
check
comes
his
around.
fever.
Comes around. Comes around thing. I grew up pretty far out in the middle of nowhere at the northern end of the Appalachians, where it runs into the Susquehanna River Valley. A lot of nothing there. I grew up 10 miles outside of a town of 200.
Oh, wow.
And it was, the big event was you could dig a hole, you could throw apples at cars, you could feed corn stalks to the cows, or you could walk the railroad track. And that was about the extent of the entertainment of that area for a kid. And most of the people that were there had been on that land for, their families, that family inherited the big dairy farms, in little independent farms, people milking cows by hand and squirting it into the cat's mouth in the barn and stuff, doing all that kind of stuff. And they'd been there a long time, but if you decided that your entertainment for the day was going to be to dig a hole, you'd generally, about every third hole, you'd find some kind of Native American, or as we called it, Indian artifacts, arrowheads or some pieces of pottery or a fishing weight for a cast net or something like that. And that place had been a real densely populated area. There's on the Susquehanna River, there's a place called Hiawatha Island, and that was a camp of about 20,000. And it wasn't a real peaceful exodus for my people to come in there and take the land, So I went back there. I moved out of there, gosh, a long time ago, longer than I will admit. And went back and talked to a couple folks, and the cities 25, 35, 45, 55 miles away had sort of discovered it were encroaching and sort of building up, and they were getting moved out. Taxes were going up. They couldn't afford the farms and things like that. And a couple of them sort of had the realization, wow, we're getting moved out just like this is not peaceful either. This is not comfortable. This is pretty painful. So it's kind of like one of those what goes around comes around, and I don't say that in this lyric, in this song. But anyway, that's what this song's about. It is called, I called it Palaver, and I've come to realize that the word is Palaver. And the definition I was using for that was conversation between different cultures. It also means idle conversation. So this is a lot of both. Well, old man Pitcher lost the farm and they're chopping down all of his trees. They're building houses in a row just as pretty as you please. Now they're building them a slaughterhouse down where the church house used to be. Well, it weren't too very long ago that the nations lived out here. And my people fenced the land, and they all disappeared. Now they're exiles in a promised land, outlaws on a trail of tears. Last night the coyotes came and they sang my goodbye song. I got out in the moonlight, I tried to sing along. We left our marks on the mayor's car, and in the morning we was gone. politicians and the bankers. They're calling all the shots. With greedy eyes and twisted minds, you know they want what they ain't got. Now they're coming round here with papers, trying to steal the things that can't be bought. I hear the morning sun on the mountain snow can make you lose your eyes. The glitter of a rich man's gold can make you lose your mind. All them things I thought I'd have forever, I have to leave behind. My thanks. A song not about death and dying.
I really like that one.
Well, I mean, deep down it is.
Well, yeah. Now that's a philosophical moment right there.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That was really good.
Thank you.
I was trying to remember a song. This whole time I've been sitting here. I've been listening out of one ear and thinking out the other one. It's not the easiest thing to do. Oh man. So if I can remember this song. I was with some friends of mine in Nashville. We went there for the International Bluegrass Awards. We weren't part of it, we were just hanging out watching. First time I ever saw Chris Stapleton sing. It was when he was still with the Still Drivers. But we went out the night before, and we may or may not have been overserved. I'm not going to tell you, we might have been. So I woke up the next morning, and after I checked on everybody, made sure they weren't dead, I was like, I'm going to walk down to the Ryman Auditorium. And I tried to get in, but it was too early. I mean, it wasn't crazy early in the morning, but it was like 8 or 9, something like that. So I sat down on the steps, and all I had at the time was a mandolin. I didn't have my guitar. And I started picking this little tune. I was like, I like that, but I need a notebook. So finally, the gift shop opened. And I walked in, and I bought a Ryman Auditorium notebook and a Ryman pen. And I have zero clue where either one of them are at this point. But I wrote this song on it. So I'm going to try to remember. That's not how it goes. Well, there's 4 locked doors behind me, and I have knocked on them all. Tried the handle 100 times. The operator, she won't take my call. So I'm sitting on the steps of the Ryman, looking back on 30 years, trying to remember all my memories. Well, all my smiles and all my tears. where I heard my heroes singing. And every one of you that doesn't believe, so I'm sitting on the steps of the Ryman. I'm writing this song just for me. One thing I forgot to tell y'all was on my 30th birthday. Well, I grew up listening to everyone that graced that stage. Well, I have heard all their hearts break. I heard every word they had to say. So this morning here on these steps, confronted by my biggest fear, I'm sitting on the steps of the Ryman, and I'm wondering if they'll ever let me in there, where I heard my heroes singing. And every one of you that doesn't believe, so I'm sitting on the steps of the Ryman. I'm writing this song just for me. Yes, I'm sitting on the steps of the Ryman. I'm writing this song just for me. Thanks, y'all.
That was good.
Thank you. I can't believe I remembered it. That's a small miracle. I will take them. I've been sitting here this whole time trying to remember that song.
I heard that. I heard those gears.
Yeah. Start smelling some smoke. It's rusty in there. It needs some WD-40.
I know, I forget too. That's why I had to bring my
Well, Carrie and Charlie
little
made me a shirt.
scratch note.
Yeah, they made me a shirt that said, just because I wrote it don't mean I know it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I should have wore it tonight.
You should have worn that. Well, this is a song, kind of on the lines of your last song, or the last two songs that you did. I heard a Johnny Cash song, the Ghost Riders in the Sky, and I just kept that song in my head for months. Like, man, I want me to write a song as iconic as that one that like rails on for time and never gets old.
Yeah.
So I had that thought in my head, and I was like, well, I'm just going to write about my life, because that's what he wrote about, or I think, I don't know what he really wrote about, but that's where I've started. So I come up with a song called Break of Dawn, inspired by the likes of Johnny Cash, and it's about me and my dad growing up out on the swamp in Okefenokee runoff down south, and snakes being everywhere, and having to watch your step and everything. And growing up, him constantly blaring the Allman Brothers. So that's what kind of blended in with this song. It's called The Break of Dawn. That big on the moon The place that I call home is where all the white tails roam. We picking up play all day with our feet that are in play. And sometimes we don't stop until the sun comes up at the break of dawn. At the break of dawn, yeah. Them Roman brothers used to live right down the road near that river bend. If I had wings, I'd have been girl back in times on that music floor. The Southern rock and soul is the only music that I've ever known. What I wouldn't give to see Sky Dogs that side again. The place that I call home is where all the white tails roam. We picking up play all day with our feet that are in play. And sometimes we don't stop, sometimes we don't stop until the sun comes up at the break of dawn. At the break of dawn, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
That reminds me of when we lived out west. We'd stay up way too late playing guitars and around the fires.
I was sitting out by a fire when I that song come to me, and the coyotes
Yeah.
were so close, I was scared.
Yeah.
I was like, these coyotes, they're right there, man. Like, they're right there. I'm like, we
Wow.
might need to go inside, because these things are going to come get us.
Carried me off.
So were they doing,
they were scaring me.
doing the group howl thing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it had to have been 20 of them plus.
Last place we lived, we had a pretty good pack. There was a floodplain on Butler Creek that went about 40 miles
Yeah.
in between us, and as a result, you'd have beavers and coons and raccoons too, and raccoons and coons
And coons.
and beavers and lots of deer and foxes and lots of coyotes, lots of them. Man, they would set up a howl, you know. Hey, we're glad to see you, and they'd all join in.
Well, you know they're impossible to eradicate because if you shoot a coyote, every night when they do that, it's a roll call, and if
Right.
enough of them don't answer back,
They move.
it forces all the females. They breed again, and that's why you cannot. It's impossible to eradicate coyotes.
We used to have one. I called him Bob, and he would.
They're
come-
super smart.
He'd come. Yeah, they're all business.
Yeah.
I'll say that. And Bob would tour our yard. You know, he'd come trotting through. I mean, pretty fast and looking around and everything like that. If he saw me, he'd take off, real cagey. But I saw him one day out in the backyard. He didn't perceive me, and he was eating grasshoppers. And he sat out there for probably 20 minutes, just boink, bouncing on them and eating grasshoppers and stuff. And I'm going, hang around, Bob.
Yeah, get them.
And he'd look really pretty formidable in the winter when he'd have his winter coat on.
Yeah.
He'd look pretty good. But the deer is what scared me the most. This song is not about deer, but they'll kind of cop an attitude and dance on you if you're not careful.
My wife got in a fight with one in the backyard just not long ago.
I mean, actual
Yeah,
contact?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they're bad about being in our backyard. And she didn't see it, and she let the dogs out, and Huckleberry took off after the deer. And the deer, just pinned Huckleberry down. So Leanne runs out and just, side blocked them like she's a linebacker, right to the side of the deer. Knocked the deer over.
Wow.
So this is at like 2 o'clock in the morning. No kidding. This all happened, maybe 1, but it's late at night. I'm half asleep in my recliner, like the old man I'm becoming. And I'm like, what's going on? And so I wake up, I go outside. Here goes the dog. Here comes my wife, and in between them's a deer, and they're running them right at me to the screened-in porch. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to fight a deer in a screened-in porch. So, anyway, that made me think of that.
Yeah.
Deer will charge.
Yes, yeah. Especially after they picked a fight with a pit bull and my wife.
Smackdown on that
She
thing.
did. I mean, she literally just checked him, knocked him like 3 feet. She's not a big lady neither.
That was so fun.
Well, I ain't gonna mess with her.
I wouldn't recommend
I'm
it.
just gonna tell you, it's kind of like that song Davis sings.
Yeah. Yeah. That was good.
Well, speaking of fighting, you know, sometimes,
Oh yeah, you tuned it down.
yeah. Boy, that's a bad surprise when you do that. For me and everybody. I can't remember what key I do this song in. This song is called Fire in the Hole, and it's a result of a good friend of mine telling me I need to write songs about my childhood and stuff. So this song is kind of like, you know, back in the hillbilly days. And it's about the concept of the song, not the storyline, but the concept is that you never know what's going to happen and things will blow up in your face. You know,
It's a true story.
so it's kind of like when you go out there and you confront that deer, you don't really know what that deer is going to do. And I'm
No.
pretty convinced the deer doesn't know either. But this song,
I'm pretty convinced it was a bad idea.
I started carrying a pistol out to the mailbox in our other place because in the spring when they've got the little bitty
Oh, yeah.
deerlings and
Well,
stuff,
Mama
you
said-
get between mama and them,
Oh, they ain't no joke.
and they'll huff at you, and they look like, I'm going to put this hoof right through your chest, boy. I'm going back to the house. Anyway, this song's called Fire in the Hole.
I'm just trying to
Just
get
trying
my
to
mail.
get my mail.
Just trying to get my social security check. There it is.
I'm going to keep it up and see if these guys will keep singing with me.
That's kind of cool.
Okay. Mom, Pa, in another big fight. You know it sounds like they're gonna go all night. I opened my window and I slipped outside on a cold November night. Morning come and I snuck back in. There's blood stains on the floor again. You know the trouble with trouble is it hangs around until you're 6 feet in the ground. There's fire in the hole. Yes, some fool lit the fuse, and we're all gonna blow. There's fire in the hole. Hey buddy, did you know? Might be your time to go. There's fire in the hole. Well, I took a little walk down the railroad track and I had a little drink from a paper sack. I threw a little dice, things went wrong. Got a little mad, got a little wrong. There's some cold blue steel in the palm of my hand, like your one-way ticket to the promised land. And you better start running, buddy, while you can, if you got somewhere to go. 'Cause there's fire in the hole. Some fool lit the fuse, and we're all gonna blow. There's fire in the hole. Hey buddy, did you know? It's your turn to go. There's fire in the hole. Well, the old man kinda lost his head today, and the police came and they took him away. I won't see him for a couple of days, you know, I hope he'll be okay. 'Cause there's fire in the hole. Hey, Papa, did you know? Might be your time to go. There's fire in the hole. Yes, some fool lit the fuse, and we're all gonna blow. There's fire in the hole. There's fire in the hole.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, cicadas. I guess that's what those are.
Yeah, it was like perfectly in time
I
with
know.
what you were doing too.
It really was.
This one's kind of about my childhood. Loosely. I mean, I could spin a yarn and pretend like it was. We played I was in a band for a long time when I did live in Ohio, called the Alabastards.
The alabaster.
And I don't know how my buddy Combsy came up with that name. And it's kind of like a nickname, but he called me Two Step, so I don't really know where it exactly came from, but we played in this little bar, and there were 7 of us in the band. Had pedal steel, banjo, 2 guitars, bass player, drums. It was a real cast of characters. I can promise you that. And this guy owned it. His name was David Koo. The name of the bar was The Brig. It had this real nice stage in the back, real nice sound system. And David was awesome. And it was right down the street from my house. I could walk there. And it was in Troy, Ohio, and it's a strange little town. But we'd play, and like most nights we'd sit, and the secret was, because the Troy cops were real good about pulling people over late at night. So you would wait till somebody got pulled over, and that's when you jump in your car and you haul ass home. Because you knew because it was a small town, so there wasn't that many of them. So we were sitting there, we had played a gig, and we finished probably at like 1 or 2 in the morning. And we're sitting there, we're having a beer. It's just David and the band. And like I said, there's 7 of us total. And we had a harmonica too. Combsy was harmonica. So that made the 7th. And he goes, well, you only need to ever have 6 friends at one given time. And I said, why is that? He goes, because that's how many it takes to carry you to your grave. I was like, well, we're going to write a song about that. And so we did. So the name of the song is David Koo. It's Davy Koo, because we called him Davy most of the time. It was a strange place. I could tell you stories about the Brig for hours and hours. He's a little Asian fella, and he made the best pots. What they call them, pot stickers. They were amazing. He'd make those late at night for us. They weren't even on the menu. He'd just make them just for us. And my dad's a preacher. That has a lot to do with this. Well, my daddy read the words in red, while mama cries over me. And I never heard a word that like the King James said, when I broke a limb off the family tree. So I pray the Lord soul to keep, if I'm not already out of reach. And I've lost so many friends along the way. Well, it only needs 6 to carry me to my grave. Morning, whiskey on my breath, trying to remember what I did last night again. I'm holding on to nothing but a single cigarette. I wish I knew where this story ends, so I pray the Lord soul to keep. If I'm not already out of reach, when I've lost so many friends along the way, well, I only need 6 to carry me to my grave. I woke up this morning, whiskey on my breath, trying to remember what I did last night again. I'm holding on to nothing, a single cigarette. I wish I knew where this story ends, so I pray the Lord soul to keep. If I'm not already out of reach, and I've lost so many friends along the way, well, it only needs 6 to carry me to my grave. Well, it only needs 6 to carry me to my grave. Well, it only needs 6 to carry me to my grave. Well, only needs 6 to carry me to my grave. My daddy read the words in red while mama cried over me. Thanks, y'all. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Oh, thanks.
Gotta freshen up, man.
Gotta freshen up your notes.
Freshen up my notes. Y'all should have seen it more organized, real nice work.
I like that you're still using paper.
Oh yeah. I've had too many times where my phone croaked out.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. That's when I just start making stuff up.
Yep. Just making it up.
I mean, that's half of what I do.
Yeah.
Nobody knows really what they're doing. Y'all can come hang out with us if you want to. All right.
All right. This song is it's called Forever. It's about another one of the loves, you know. But it's funny about this song. I can't remember if it came to me all at once or like half and half equally. Like one half, the next time just half came again. But we were riding on a boat. It was bought off, you know, Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
So we're going to try it out on Lake Juliet, and sure enough, she dies on us. So we're sitting out there in the middle of the lake. And we float over to the side, and we just kind of sit there for a little while, drinking some cold beverages of choice, until we decide to figure out what to do. And she crunked back up, luckily, and we made it home, running hot the whole way, but, you know, old faithful. 20 minutes after cranking it up later, she came back to life. But that really did happen in this song lyrics, so that's what makes this song even greater. But this is one of my favorite songs I think I've written, and I've had a lot of good reactions to it, so I hope y'all enjoy it. It's called Forever. Something about the way that you look at me. With those green eyes that go right through me. It's like a story I've heard over and over a million times. Some moments like these when I don't have the words to speak on what I see. And it never gets old, no matter how many times it's been told. And it's a difficult thing trying to relight a flame once went out. Some moments like this when I don't have the words to speak on what I say, which is you and me forever. No, please let it be. It's that sunshine on a rainy day. I lay next to you on that riverbank. Oh, that day on Lake Juliet, when that damn boat just so crank. You pull us on to the side of that lake, and we just get on. All these memories and these moments, I wouldn't change a thing. Some moments like these when I don't have the words to speak on what I see, which is you and me forever. No, please let it be forever. You and me, it's got to be you and me forever.
Woo!
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
like that one a lot.
Thank you.
I like that one a lot.
Thank you. Can't trust them rickety old Facebook boats, man.
No, you can't.
Don't do it. You think you need that boat, but you don't. I promise you.
What they say, the two best days in a boat owner's life are the day they buy it and the day they sell it.
Yeah. Definition of a boat:
Yeah.
hole in the water you throw money in.
What's like a, what is it, a restaurant too? Like, how do you make $1 million with a restaurant?
Start with 2 million. Yeah.
Stop.
I thought that was car racing. I guess you start with
That works
that's
too.
5 million. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. It might be more expensive than a restaurant.
Well, that song about 6 friends, that's pretty cool.
Thanks, man. Big thanks to David Koo and his
So,
pot stickers.
Yeah. Bury me with those.
They were tasty.
They sound pretty good.
I'd be all right with it.
Death by pot sticker.
Worst ways to go.
So, one of those 3 in the morning things. I was innocently laying in my bed, minding my own dang business. And it suddenly felt like someone had thrown a javelin through my chest.
Oh,
You know, kind of gets your attention.
yeah, it does.
And I'm going, wow, where exactly is this, you know? Is this my back or is this am I dying? Checking for a pulse. I don't feel a pulse or anything, but I'd probably not be checking it if I didn't have a heartbeat or something. So,
That's true.
and I felt this presence, I'm just going to say it like that. I felt this presence in the room. And I felt like I was being visited by the Grim Reaper, you know. I just felt like, well, did you come to do this? Or, I mean, is this it?
Yeah, is this it?
Kind of thing. I'm just going, this is it, you know. I mean, I'd like to have time for my life to flash in front of me or something. But, I suddenly got the impression, said, no, I'm just stopping by to see how you're doing. I'm really on my way to see your brother. And my brother was not doing real well at that time. And
Wow.
So I wrote this song about that experience. This song's called, and I've got two versions. Would it be awful if I'll burden you all. It's a short song, and I'm going to do both versions of it.
I like it. Do it.
I'm going to do the version I wrote first, and then what it turned into after that.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Well, now death came by to see me yesterday. Yeah, we had a little talk, but she said that she couldn't stay. She had a heavy date. She didn't want to be late. Well, now death came by to see me yesterday. Well, I felt a little sad as I watched her riding away. But she winked at me and said that she'd be back someday. I heard her mention your name. Yeah, to her we're all the same. Well, death came by to see me yesterday. And there's a chilly wind that's blowing down the avenue tonight. And you can light a fire, but you still won't see the light. Well, now death came by to see me yesterday. You know, she looked a little pale, but she said that she felt okay. She didn't stay too long, but she helped me to write this song. Well, now death came by to see me yesterday. Well, now death came by to see me yesterday. Oh, now death came by to see me yesterday. Whew. Okay, version 1. And this is kind of where it ended up. Well, death came by to see me yesterday. I have to remember the words. I've never sung this twice in a row. So I'm going to start over. Death came by to see me yesterday. We had a little talk, but she said that she couldn't stay. She had a heavy date. She didn't want to be late. Death came by to see me yesterday. I was a little bit sad as I watched her riding away. But she smiled on me and said that she'd be back someday. I heard her mention your name. To her we're all the same.
death came by to see me yesterday. There's a chilly wind that's blowing down the avenues tonight, and you can light a fire, but you still won't see the light. Yeah, death came by to see me yesterday. She looked a little pale, but she said that she felt okay. She didn't stay too long. She helped me write this song. Oh, death came by to see me yesterday. Yeah, death came by to see me yesterday. Bang.
Yes, sir.
That version too. Thank you for accommodating.
I don't know which one I like better.
I don't know either.
I like
I
them
don't
both.
Yeah,
That's,
I like 'em both.
that's the original. Do you want to hear a fast or a slow song?
Yeah.
By Devin?
Yeah.
It's like,
That's awesome. I figure we'll do one more. It's a few minutes after 8, so we'll do one more apiece. It's a small crowd, but we're happy that you're here. And big thanks to Jamie for letting us do this.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you so much. And remember, here in a couple of months, we're going to start doing ticketed shows inside. You'll hear more about that, I promise. I'll tell you the story about this one in the middle of the song. But this one goes out of my buddy Mark Combs and I wrote this together. And several months ago now, he had a really, really, really bad motorcycle accident. And we didn't think he was going to make it. And he's at Shepherd Center in Atlanta right now. He was in the original Alabastards. He moved down. He lives in LaGrange, Georgia now. He is from Ohio. And he's alive, so that's a good thing. I'm not 100% sure what version of Mark we're going to get when I see him next, but at least I get to see him again.
Amen to that.
And it's funny, when we wrote this song, it mentions his son Hayden. And there was a guy named Johnny McGee that was kind of like, it was actually Combs' ex-wife's dad, but they were great friends. And he gave him a shotgun, and all this stuff's in the song. But one thing I did, has nothing to do with the story, but Johnny McGee called flip-flops go-aheads. And it makes me so happy. So it makes them, if you think about it, if you call flip-flops go-aheads, it's the most productive shoe you can wear because you can only go forward. You can't turn around and go backwards in flip-flops.
I'd heard it called go-forths.
Well, go-forths works too.
Go-forths,
But he called
yeah.
them go-aheads. Got your go-aheads on, I see. He did not particularly care for go-aheads. But anyway, this song's called Fathers and Sons. And what I was going to say is when we wrote it, Hayden, his son, was like knee-high to a grasshopper. He was like this tall. He would fetch us beers out of the refrigerator. Now he's a grown-ass man. He's like almost graduated from Ohio State. Makes me feel old. Born on a Louisiana morning as the rain fell over Orleans. Over cracked sidewalks, paved with broken dreams. The son of a God-fearing man, like the devil I fell from grace. still out there searching, trying to find my place. Camouflage blue jeans and a shotgun from Johnny McGee. That old duck blind, me and him, and a bottle of Jim Beam. We're talking about what goes on between fathers and sons. I hope Hayden understands the day he gets this gun. So take me back south of the Ohio. Take me back to where those Kentucky bluegrass grow. Take me back and sit me on Granddaddy's knee. Tell all old stories to me. So for y'all that don't know, I come from a long line of Southern Baptist preachers. My dad's one, his dad was one. I'm not. The last Christmas I ever had with my granddad, I said, "Papa, what you want for Christmas?" He said, "Greg, I want a pair of your old cowboy boots." I said, "Papa, I'll buy you a brand new pair of cowboy boots." He said, "No, I don't need that." See, he'd lost his legs from the knees down due to diabetes. And he just wanted those old boots to put down on the footrest of his wheelchair and pull his blue jeans down over them. So anytime he went to Walmart, nobody'd ask him any silly questions. The only other thing he ever asked for, he says, "When I die, I want one yellow rose." So when that day came, the whole family met down in Valley, Alabama for the wake. Walked in the funeral home and there were 100 yellow roses sitting on top of his coffin. That sounds nice, I know it does. That's not what he asked for. As God is my witness, my mother went through all 100 of those yellow roses. She found the prettiest one she could find. She pulled it out of the bouquet. She walked over to his coffin, pulled out his hand, and wrapped his fingers around it. And one thing I've noticed a lot lately is my granddad. He had real thin skin on his hands, and now my dad's getting it, so it always looks like they were in a fight. And that's the only way to describe it. It looks like they've been just scrapping. He was buried with that yellow rose in his hand. My old pair of cowboy boots on his feet. And my dad preached his own dad's funeral. I haven't before or since seen anybody do anything tougher than that. I don't think I ever will. Daddy in a pulpit with a teardrop in his eye. Hubert's gone to Clara, congregation cries. Where did he get the strength to never miss a beat? One rose in Papa's hand, my boots on his feet. So Take me back south the Ohio. Take me back to where that Kentucky bluegrass grows. Take me back and sit me on granddaddy's knee. Tell all old stories to me. So take me back south of the Ohio. Take me back to where those Alabama pines grow. Take me back and sit me on granddaddy's knee. Tell all old stories to me. Tell all old stories to me. Tell all old stories to me. Thanks, y'all.
That was good.
Thank you.
I always found it hard to write songs about loved ones who's passed.
It took me a while.
Yeah. Alright, let me dig through my list here. Oh, I don't. My backup back here. Alright. This is a song I consider a special song for a reason unknown. I never play it, but every time I do, I feel different afterwards. Like the initial time I wrote this song, I was feeling one way. Played it again 6 months later and had a whole different view on it. So,
That's the crazy thing about songs. isn't
yep,
it?
that's why I call this one my special song. So every time I play it, I feel something else. I don't know. It's weird to explain, but I can't remember it for nothing. So I always gotta have my papers. Probably why I don't ever play it. But yeah, it's called "You and Me." Sitting here with these walls, I'm starting to think real soon
like that last line especially.
Thank you. That song, you talking about whatever the lyrics was, you wrote that song for you at the Ryman.
Yeah,
That's one I wrote for me.
yeah. You gotta do
Gotta
that
do
every
that
once in a while.
sometime, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who I write songs for.
Evidently the Grim Reaper.
Well, yeah, I ain't seen her. I ain't seen her since.
Well, good.
She must not like my tune.
Or maybe she thinks you just need to keep writing them.
Well,
I'm
she
going
can
with
stay
that.
away. She can stay away.
That's what I'm saying.
This song is kind of a mix between loneliness and guilt. Kind of where I live. And it's called Magnolia for no reason at all, other than it says the word Magnolia in it one time. And I just thought that was a nice word, so I named the song that.
It is a nice word. It's a nice tree.
It is a nice word.
I like magnolia trees. We tried to plant, the last place we lived, among all the deer and the coyotes and stuff like that, tried to plant 3 different times, plant a magnolia tree, and apparently they make a good bristle brush to de-velvet horns on bucks.
Oh, that makes
Because
sense.
they would destroy them, come whatever season.
I always
they were.
liked the cones. When they fall off, they made a perfect pretend grenade when I was a kid.
Yes.
Because it pops off perfect,
Yeah.
and then you throw it like it's a grenade.
That's like one of those German potato mashers.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like that.
My parents had a giant, well, still do, like magnolia
That's a
tree.
good climbing tree.
Yeah.
A big magnolia is a good
I was
climbing
about to
tree.
say, I fell out of it many
And when
times.
you fall, you come down like a pinball.
Yep.
Bing, 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 bing.
Explains a lot, don't it?
It does. How do I know that? Anyway, this song is called Magnolia. Magnolia wind is dancing with the pines again tonight. Savannah moon is kissing on a star behind the cloud. Do I see your face in the sky tonight? And feel your touch in the wind? And do the things that we said that we didn't mean? Do they hang like ghosts in a movie scene? Sunrise and coffee in your empty chair. The old rooster's still crowing for the day. The neighbor's cat comes round and checks on me again. There just ain't much to see. Will I see your face in the clouds tonight? And hear your voice in the wind? And will the shadows dance another lonely waltz? And the raindrops fall like tears again? But I can't dance, and it's too wet to plow. I don't like dancing alone anyhow. It's been raining here for a week or two. Rains every time that I think of you. Can I see your face in the sky tonight and hear your voice in the wind. Will the shadows dance that lonely waltz, and the raindrops fall just like tears again?
Yes, sir. Boom.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out. Big thanks to Roger and Rachel for showing up. It's been fun.
Thanks for having us, Greg.
You bet, man.
Nice
This is
meeting
awesome.
you, Rachel. I really enjoyed meeting and hearing your songs.
Nice meeting you too.
I really did.
I met Roger twice.
Yeah, you did.
Shook his hand.
You
I said,
introduced.
Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you again.
It's the hat.
It's the hat.
That's what
the
they
hat.
puts the hat on. All right, y'all. That's our show. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.